Hello, this is Mark with Impacto. Ergonomic issues are frequently challenging to see and difficult for people to understand exactly what is happening there. Bottom line is vibration and impact create a tremendous amount of stress on a person's hands and arms and the joints in those hands and arms. What we're going to be doing today is putting some viscoelastic polymer padding onto a power tool. That way, if you have problems with compliance and people do not want to wear the PPE designed to abate vibration and impact, you can add it right to the tool. Therefore, it solves the problem. First thing we need to do is take a quick measurement of our tool and see where that padding needs to go and then mark the tool appropriately. Easiest way to do that is to lay that down. The kit comes with a piece of VEP, a shrink fit sleeve, which we will not be able to use on this tool because of the battery interface. So we are going to be using this athletic wrap instead to secure the VEP onto the tool. As I said, we're going to measure by just wrapping around, and then we're going to take a look at cutting this. So first we're going to mark where we need to make our cuts. And then we're going to take our scissors and we're going to cut our VEP product down. Easy as that. We have 3 different sizes of VEP. We have an 1/8 inch thickness, a 3/16 inch thickness, and a 1/8 thickness, depending of course on your personal preference and feel for that product, and also the demands of the tool and the application that you're using it in. So in this case, we're using the 3/16. That should be plenty for this item. We're going to cut this down further. So we can wrap it all the way around and then secure it with our band. Using a pair of ceramic scissors today. Any pair of scissors will do. Now this is cut down to the right height. I still need to cut away for the trigger. And it's just a simple basic gauge that we're going to cut out and allow for this material to wrap fully around the handle. Once we can secure that in place, we've got a nice tight fit on here. And we're ready to go. So I'm going to go ahead and peel the backing off. Of the VEP. It comes right off like a big sticker. Just like that. Now I'm going to lay this onto the tool bed. And wrap that around nice and snug. And Then I'm going to peel the rest of the backing off. And I am going to secure it with this tape. We want to make sure that we save this strip at the end, because that strip is what's going to finish the wrap for us. So we're going to start here at the top and get it nice and tight as we come around. Here we go. It's pretty much like wrapping the handle of a tennis racket or maybe the handle of a baseball bat. It's going to be very similar. You're just going to overlap with this and use as much as you need to get the full width of the handle. You don't want that, you don't want those tacky parts left there at the end of this. This has a really nice heavy adhesive on both sides of the tool wrap, and you want to make sure that you've got all of this secured as you finish the wrap. If you've got any left over, go ahead and cut it off like that. Now you're going to take your last piece of Allen Pro's tape and you're going to put that around that final wrap, assuming of course that I can get this off the back. Apparently this is the hardest part of the job. There we go. Now I've got my tape on there. Make sure this is nice and secure, snug as we wrap that on. Give this a good stretch as you come around. Make sure everything lines up and you've got the full breadth of the tape on there, and voila! Now your tool is wrapped. Once you begin to put your battery in and charge this up, this is now going to do two things. One, it is going to have a fatter grip, meaning you don't need to put the absolute death grip on this thing to make sure that it's working. And two, that viscoelastic polymer is going to work. So as this tool vibrates, or in the case of using an impact driver, as it vibrates and creates impact, you will be safe from the vibration of this tool. So that's how you put this on. If you have any questions, please feel free to get a hold of us. You can reach us through our website at Impacto, IMPACTO.ca. We are a Canadian company, so that's why the end is CA and not .com. Everybody have a great day and stay safe out there.